How you doing, everybody? This is Mitch Lannigan with Kentucky Fresh Harvest. I'm the facility and boiler manager, and let's take a step inside here and check out our project. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me inside. We're now inside the pack house of our facility. So if we take a look around here, you can see there's a lot of different stuff inside. We've got a lot of stuff going on right now. We've got the Pro Seal machines for our packing line over here that are getting ready to be installed. We've got some of the grow bags over here to my other side that we're laying down in greenhouse 1. And as you can see, this is a pretty large area, so we've got a lot of area to cover. Let's get going. All right, so this building here on the property is going to be our shipping and receiving. It's going to be our pack house. It's going to house our sorting line, packing line, and box folding and sealing machine. It'll also house any storage stuff that we need to store, and it'll also be our shipping and receiving. So over there you can see the big bay doors, and you know, that's where the trucks will come in and we'll ship everything out from right here. Everything that we do here will be all done in-house. So from the time it's a seed to the time it goes out on the shelf in the packaging, we handle 100% of all of it. Now join me right over here. We're inside the boiler room. So if you look inside of here, I don't know how well you guys can see it with the camera, but it's like a maze. There are so many different pipes, pumps, and valves inside of this room. If you look here, we have two 6,000 kW Ferroli boilers. We've got two big Thermeta burners, heat exchangers, and multiple pumps to feed our system. So we've got over 70 miles of piping just inside of one greenhouse that this system has to feed, and that's not including the other two greenhouses that'll be on this property. So this is a pretty massive system. As you can see, these pumps here are very, very big frequency drive pumps. And this is very, very big pipe right here. This is 10-inch black steel pipe, schedule 80. So this 10-inch black steel pipe right here is what will carry the water out from the boilers once it's heated and up into the greenhouses. Now if you'll take a walk over here with me, we've got the stuff for the CO2 system. This is specially designed for this site. There's no other system like this, not only in the state of Kentucky, but in the entire United States. This is a CO2 fan, and there is a CO2 flue gas condenser. This will all be piped in and piped out to the greenhouses here in the next few weeks. So this will carry the CO2 gas out into the greenhouse, and it'll keep us with a supplied rate of about 11 to 1,200 parts per million on CO2, and that's exactly what we need for the plants. So that pretty much sums up the boiler room and what we've got going on in here and the main components inside of the boiler room. If you guys will follow me now, we'll pop in over here at the nursery. So on the way to the nursery, this is the seeding gable. This is where we do the seeding at. This is where we do sanitizing and cleaning at, and where we store some of the specialty parts that we have to keep on site. So here we are back in the nursery, and this is where the plants start their life off at. We seed them over there in the other gable, and then they get brought over here. So if you'll follow me around, I'll show you a little bit of the stuff that's going on in here. These are our Urbanati irrigation booms for watering. These are the benches that the plants sit on. This right here is for radiant heat to keep the plant beds warm during the winter time. So for those of you with vested interest, take a look, take a gander, take a deep breath and breathe it all in, because it smells wonderful in here. Or just stop by the site and see it for yourself. Now let's walk on up here into greenhouse 1 and take a look at some of the bigger greenhouses. All right guys, so now we're back up here in greenhouse A1 North. Okay, so if you'll take a look around, you see a lot of different stuff in here. There's a lot of piping, a lot of grow bags, and a lot of irrigation system. All this piping right here serves as a double purpose. Not only is it the heat pipe for our heating system for radiant heat, it serves as a rail for these lifts you see right back here to ride on. Then this right here is the grow bags. This is where the plants will grow at. Once they're transplanted in 2 weeks from the nursery up here, they'll be transplanted into these bags and they'll grow. These strings you see up top will be pulled down, and the plants will grow up the strings up to about 12 or 14 foot tall. And that's why we need these lifts right here, because we've got to pick the fruit, and that's how you pick it. You take the lifts, you drive it on the rails, and you can drive right up and down and pick the fruit and bring it back and take it back down into the pack house, package it, ship it, send it on out to the stores. All right guys, if you'll walk with me now, we'll go ahead and take a tour on up here to the second greenhouse, A2, which is still in construction stages. It's not quite as far along as this one is, but some very interesting things to show you, so let's take a walk. So this is the corridor, greenhouse 1. And this is a very important part of our project because the corridor is pretty much like the spine, and everything is going to come and go through this corridor. Anything that's coming in has to come in from that end. Anything that's going out has to go out in that end. So this is a very key part of the project here. It's not quite finished yet. There's still some heating system stuff that has to be installed. The big PEX line will be mounted and run up through here. The CO2 piping will be run up in the arches, and then that'll be pretty much complete. And we've got to put some fresh gravel down over here on the sides, which, as you can see, the guys have been working on today already, which is a little messy right now, but next time you're here, it'll look better. All right, now we're here in the second greenhouse. This is greenhouse A2. As you can see, it's still under construction. There's a lot still left to be done in here, but there's a lot that's already been done as well. All the plastic's up, all the structure's up. We're just getting ready now to start doing the shade cloth systems. Once we get the shade cloth systems installed, then we'll get the gravel and everything leveled out on the ground, put the ground cover down, and get all the heating pipe installed for the rails, as you've seen in greenhouse 1. So it's moving along. A few more weeks, it'll look like a new place back here. So thank you for joining me on the tour today, guys. Once again, I'm Mitch Lannigan with Kentucky Fresh Harvest. Sorry you couldn't be here with us today, but we're here all day, every day. So you come on by anytime you'd like, and we'll give you a tour, answer any questions that you have, and take you around and show you the facility yourself. Thank you, and have a great day.